Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha, and I hope everyone had a fabulous Monday. I appreciate you all for being here. I'm not going to keep you too long, but there are a couple of things that we need to talk about. Okay, let's see who we have here so far. Good evening, my black is beautiful. Thank you for joining, sis, and for being first in the building. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining this evening. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome. Thank you for coming on back. I appreciate it. Good evening, Kathleen. Thank you for joining. Welcome. Hey, Queen Tandy. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Hi, Felicia. Thank you for joining. Let's see. Hi, Mrs. E. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Shelly Shells is in the building. I appreciate you for joining tonight, Shelly. I know it's a lot, y'all. The YouTube streets are hot. Okay. I have to get in where I fit in. I was like, well, I guess people will catch the replay. I'm just going to go with what I want to do on tonight. Okay. Hi, Kay Brown. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Hi, In Debt to Love. She said, hey, open book. I see somewhere about new authors. I'm interested. I've been very busy. I don't really have the funds right now, but I am interested. I'm going to wait though. Okay. Yes. In Debt to Love. Let me put the link in the chat and hold on one second. Because we have multiple days for that. And so if you're not able to, come to the first one and they will be recorded, you can catch up and get that part as well. But yes, I totally understand. I totally understand. I know we have some cases and just, check back from time to time because last weekend we had some people that actually sponsored some people to go and attend the writing workshop orientation. So yes, God is in the blessing business. We just never know. We never know. Okay. So thank you for your interest. I did put that link in the chat if you would like to, keep that information just in case. Okay. Hi, Denise. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Hey, Cancer 66. Hey, Lola with the info. Girl, I know. Yeah, Lolo works overnight. She finally got a day off. And so that's why she's sleepy tonight. I get it. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Yvonne Morgan. Thank you so much for that super sticker and for being a sponsor for tonight's show. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate that. And also, if you would like to help me towards my goal, I am 9 supers away from my goal on tonight. Shout out to V for the super chat. Okay. I just saw it pop up. She said, I hope you all had a great start of the week. Yes, thank you so much, V, and for being a sponsor for tonight's show. Thank you so much. Let's see who else. I think I skipped someone. Hey, Dreamy Girl. Hey, sis. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Angel Jones is in the building. I appreciate that. Okay, we're going to get into it. Thank you, Denise, for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for tonight's show. Queen Tandy said, "Obi, I would like to sponsor her. Can I send a super chat? Super chat. Oh, really? Oh my God, Queen Tandy. Okay. Probably do. Oh my God, look, I'm so excited. I wasn't even expecting that. Okay, so I have Venmo and Cash App for that part. Are you able to do one of those? Y'all are just like really blowing my mind. I'm like, look at God showing out already. We haven't even gotten into it. Okay. That is such a sweet thing for you to do, Queen Tandy. And the registration link is in the chat if you want to check the prices and so forth. You know what? Okay, this is what we're going to do. I see some more blessings. Let me Shout out. Thank you, Cancer66, for the super sticker and for being a sponsor. Y'all are just a blessing tonight. Oh my God. Thank you, my Black is Beautiful, for the super sticker and for being a sponsor. Come on now. Thank you. Protect your peace and welcome. She said, Happy Monday, everyone. Thank you so much for that super chat. Okay, and for being a sponsor for tonight. Okay, sis. So yes, it shows the amounts in. Okay, Queen Sandy, you got my inbox. So inbox me, and then in debt to love. Let's see. Okay, Queen Sandy, are you able to inbox me the package that you would like to sponsor, and then I can tell In Debt to Love which one to sign up for while she's on here, if that works for you. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Thank you, sis. Thank you, Kathleen, for the super chat and for being a sponsor for tonight's show. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yes, just let me know, sis, and we'll work that out. Oh my gosh, she said thank you. Hi, Southern Belle, welcome. Thank you for joining. Y'all are blowing my mind tonight. Okay. Oh my God, thank you, Felicia, for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for tonight's show. Yes, Queen Tandy, your blessings will come back to you. Yes, okay. I'm just amazed. Oh my God. Thank you, Felicia. I am truly amazed, y'all. I really, I was like, I'm going to ease on in here, do my little lie, because y'all like, baby, everybody everywhere tonight, not knowing God was going to meet us here. Come on now. Hi, Tammy. Welcome. No, that's the other one. That was the orientation. That's why I told you to look at the link and see which package, because there are different prices for the actual workshop. Yes, ma'am. Hi, Karen. Welcome. Okay, let's get. Okay, I think I made it to the bottom. Okay, because baby, y'all have shocked me on tonight. Okay, I thank y'all for the love and just the seed sown. Oh my God. Thank you, Southern Belle, for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for tonight's show. Whoo, Lord have mercy. God bless each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for being here, and thank y'all that were sponsors on tonight. I usually do this at the end, but I just want to thank y'all just so much for coming in and just for being a blessing. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, Queen Sandy, here it is. Let me put it in the chat again. And before we get into it, look, since we're talking about sponsors and writing and things of that sort, I am going to play a quick commercial, okay? And we're going to be right on back and get into it. Oh my goodness.
I want you to know your story matters. Your voice matters, whether it's based on your own life or completely fictional or a blend of both. Your words have power, and someone is waiting to hear them and read them. There are words you have that heal, inspire, and transform others, but they heal and inspire and transform you as well. My first book wasn't the finish line. It was the beginning. It opened doors for me to connect with others, to connect with myself more deeply, to blend passions for writing, music, fashion, healing, and continue growing into the woman God always intended me to be.
Yes, y'all. So now is the time to, let me pin that link as well, and it's in the description of this video. But now's the time to get into the work. If you've had a desire to become an author, this is the time. It is your time. And God laid on my heart this workshop, and y'all, we had an orientation this past Saturday, and when I tell you, we just relaxed and got into the opening of the thing and just really, really um hold on one second, y'all. Okay, Queen Sandy, thank you so much. Let's see. Hold on one second, y'all. Thank you for your patience. Is In Debt to Love still in the chat? God bless you, Queen Tandy. Y'all, God is just moving. Okay, He will interrupt the flow of things. Okay, hi Cherry, welcome. I love you too, V. Oh my gosh. Okay, In Debt to Love. If you go to that link, you can register and just click silver package, and it is taken care of via Queen Tandy. Oh my gosh. God bless you. See, y'all, that's what we talked about this morning. We have not because we ask not. Okay. Oh my God, that is such a blessing. Thank you so much. And Kathleen was there at the orientation, and she said the orientation was so good. Y'all, I was smiling so wide when I got off. It was such a success, and I give God all of the glory. I thank God for all of the support from that orientation, and I'm looking forward to getting into the workshop. We have multiple dates, 3 dates that are taking place May 3rd, May 24th, and June the 3rd. I believe that's June the 3rd, if I'm not mistaken, from 6 to 8 Central. It's not just etched in my mind that far in June. And Shelly was there as well. She said, yes, it was amazing. I don't waste people's money. Okay. Baby, if I'm coming with something you didn't pay for, just know you're going to get your money's worth. Okay. We had some prize giveaways. And y'all, for this workshop, the prizes are even better. Okay. It increases. And one up, I'm trying to think, do I want to release that? Or do I want to wait? I'll wait to share what's one gift idea that I'm going to give away to a blessed winner. Okay, she said, "Thank God this is a book for God. Come on now, with God, and look at God. He's already made a way for you. Oh my gosh, that is amazing." V, what do you mean here on YouTube? Yeah, she said, thank you, Queen Tandy. Felicia, yes, and I can honestly say that throughout my time being a part of open book sector, right, the open book sector, she has low-key helped me to try to be a better all-around person, which is a blessing because we met. Yes, thank you so much, B. I've seen your growth too, sis. Okay, come on now. Praise the Lord for growth. Okay, yes, and I love it. I love it. So thank you all so much. I will continue to post about the writing workshop. The first one is this Saturday. So you want to hop in there. We have various packages where you can receive that will cover your workshop dates. You get recordings, you get a journal, one-on-one session, and so forth. It just depends on what you want. Members do get a discount as well. So if you are a member, you get a $10 discount off of every package. Okay. Um, let's see. Okay. Now we're gonna get into it. All right. Now the first, y'all, the first thing is with this Kirk Franklin. I want to start there. Okay. I want to start there. Kirk Franklin, y'all, is continuing. B said, and that's why I always say open book opens doors. Come on now. Okay, Shelly. Girl, I do need to put it on the t-shirt. Okay, Kathleen says she's been growing over here too. Look, we all growing. Okay. I've had to go through some challenges this year too. Okay. We all growing. And he is continuously, okay, doing some things where it is just inappropriate, in my opinion. And let me just say, this live is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Okay. Oh, Felicia, wait till y'all see this. Just wait till y'all see this. Hi, Christina. Now, months ago, about 3 months ago, Kirk Franklin did he had a concert over in Jamaica. Now I'm gonna work my way forward to Easter, okay? And while he was over in Jamaica, while they were doing their whole concert. Well, his attire, for one, people were complaining it was inappropriate, and some of the dance moves that he was doing were pretty much inappropriate as well. Okay, and so he got a lot of people that had complained. Right? Hey, who the f is she? Welcome. So then, y'all, he came out and he did this apology. Now, I want to pull up this video first because he does actually go into and show some clips from that concert. Okay, hold on one second. I appreciate y'all's patience. Okay, here we go. That wasn't the one. Y'all, why is Michelle Loud live? Because our second topic, she's talking about the Bishop T.D. Jakes step down. And I was watching her live, and I was going to stream that one, but I'm going to show another one. Let's see. Why is it? How do y'all? This ain't nothing but the devil. Why is my screen? Hold on one second. See, he mad because we came in here praising God.
No, I want to try to speak to, have conversation about. I want to be honest with you, and yeah, let's try to get into them, and let's discuss. Let's discuss. First of all, let's discuss the dancing. Um, there was no bigger move that had everybody talking than this move right here with me and the Marvin Sapp. Now, before y'all get mad at Marvin, Bishop Marvin, I want y'all to know that that was my fault. I want y'all to know I pushed him to do it, but he easily obliged. I also want you to know something, that I've always believed that God's music or God's content should always be able to be able to stand in any space that you spend your money for anything else. If you're going to spend your money to watch a mainstream show and be entertained, you should be able to come over here, and we also give you the same level of production and engagement. So when you come, I want you to feel like that you had a good time, that it was a show that did not compromise the gospel. And I'm going to do it every time, because guess what? I'm having a good time making you happy. So earlier this year, I had the great opportunity to go to Jamaica. Beautiful place. And I had a chance to perform. Watch. I am aware now that my choice of attire, which as a team we thought was going to be fine being outside in the weather, was going to be something that would not come across as disrespectful. And since I've spent most of my career dancing and moving around and jumping on stage, that I didn't know that I would ever do anything that would ever offend anyone in any community, but it did. And because it did, I sincerely apologize. I sincerely apologize because I never want to get to a place that I can't learn what I need to do better, what I can do different to make sure that as I grow as a man, grow physically or in any aspect, that I'm always being humble enough and submissive enough to hear people and their concerns about anything being bigger than the message of Jesus. Because it doesn't matter what my goal and intent is, if I'm louder than the message of Jesus, then I failed. This year, had the opportunity to share the stage with Will Smith.
Okay, so one thing um that he said that I was like, it's almost like it's a performance, and I've been taught like at church and even when I go out and do things for the Lord is a ministry where we're doing it as unto the Lord, not necessarily going out there trying to please people, but first doing it for an audience of one, making sure that first God is pleased. And then as we please Him, we are ministering to His people. And so some of the gyrating things that he's doing, to me, it takes the focus off of God because then it becomes a distraction. And like I said, I'm not talking about him per se, just of the actions that I see because we don't know people's hearts and we don't know, what motives they have, but it can cause a distraction to others when they're trying to praise God and you're up here gyrating and shaking and pumping and doing all of that. Okay. What happened in that to love? I didn't see your message. You said, please forgive me. What happened? I didn't see what had happened. And so that's just my opinion on that. And so this was months ago. So it had already been, the attention has already been drawn to him. And I was like, okay, you would have thought, well, we're on this concert and I got this attention. Then I'm like, it kept going though. Okay, it did not stop there. So for Easter, he then had an event. Now, in this one, I'm not going to play um, the music part because it's probably copyrighted and I'm pretty sure it is copyrighted, and they'll probably tell me to take it off anyways. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Okay, so let me pull up. Okay, let me pull up the other video. Let's see. Hi, Letitia. Welcome. Let me see what y'all are saying. Cancer 66 said, one thing he said stood out to me. He said he wants to perform like other performers. Right. As followers of Christ, we're supposed to not follow the ways of the world. Exactly. Who are we doing it as unto? Is it God, or are we just trying to do what man is telling us to do? And then like the move with Marvin Winans, he said he willingly obliged. Well, that I don't know. It's like a follow the leader type of situation. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Let me turn the music off. And I want y'all to see just his movements, okay? And think, this is all church music. These are his songs. that he has written. Melodies from heaven. Okay, look at the James Brown. James Brown. Okay. I'm like, what is happening? Yes, he does love to dance. He loves that dance, especially. Letitia said, "Oh no." And to be honest, y'all, in my opinion, I feel like he wants to do rap, music, and hip hop, but he's in the gospel world, and it's hard for him not to let that side of him, look at this, come out. And so what happens is, y'all, when the music is going, guess what people are looking at? Him. They're looking at him in their mind like, what is he doing? What does he have on? So you taking the attention off of God, in my opinion. Christina said a lot of these famous pastors turn a lot of people away from Christ. Exactly. Okay, the tight pants, that's a distraction. Okay. She said, girl, I'm done. He looks crazy. Girl, what song have you doing this that he's written? What song have you gyrating and doing your hips, popping your hips like this? Okay, rain down on me. B, you silly. Baby, he doing a whole concert. He just need a hype man with him. He done forgot the singers back there. He's supposed to be directing them. Y'all know Kirk Franklin started off with Kirk Franklin and the Family, okay? And he would direct them. Now, he'll tell you he can't sing, okay? He would direct them, and they were like the ones who really brought it. Every group he's been a part of, he's like the producer of some songs. He, writes and things of that sort, plays the piano, but he leaves the singing up to the groups. Okay. We have been warned about this gospel rap that's misleading people. Okay. Hi, Lorraine, the horny little devil. Not the horny. Hi, Nina. She said, I just finished watching Bishop T.D. Jakes. He acts like something is wrong with him. He was moving a little bit slow. And we're going to get into that, Nina. Right. I noticed that too. Thank you, Queen Tandy. You are such a blessing, sis. Thank you so, so much. God bless you. And I pray that God restores you. It's the skin on a hot dog pants that gets me. Okay. Look at them. Got the audience doing it. Okay, who the F said read my earlier? Oh, girl, how far up is it? Okay, she said, let's see. OB is the institution and blasphemy for me. I'll keep the Lord in my head and heart is safer. Yes, it's because his greed has taken his word away. Ooh, that can happen. I'm telling y'all, look. What is happening? Letitia said that's why so many don't attend church. It has become a den of thieves. Yes. Hi, Gianna. She said it's the boots for me. Okay. Toya said the Bible says you cannot serve two masters. The problem with some of these pastors is that they get money and puss like rappers and they love the highlight. Girl. Okay. He's been in the industry since ever. He's very much aware of his actions. Right. Whether it's physical or verbal, he should get tired of apologizing. Right. Kirk knows what he's doing. Okay. And I totally agree. Let me pause that for a second because I know it's distracting. Okay. We still trying to figure out what is he doing. Okay. Now, this is what I want to say. Going back, y'all, I don't know if y'all remember the viral, it was a viral recording of his son and him talking, and his son had recorded him when they had gotten into it. And on that recording, Kirk was cussing. Larry Reed called him cussing Kirk. He was cussing out his son and all of that. And y'all know what ended up happening? People started turning on up. Y'all, I had some friends that I was close to, and they didn't like my stance on that and stopped talking to me. I was like, y'all really tripping behind this? Because people, it's like if it's something that you either do, you cool with somebody doing it. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. It's just real talk, and it's me too. Okay, some stuff we'll just turn a blind eye to because we do it. Okay, but then at the same time, we can hold each other accountable without it being in a judgmental way. Okay, no one wanted to call him to the carpet or hold him accountable, even for that. Okay, people are watching this man crash out on stage. Some people have said allegedly, what is he on? Okay, he's already talked on Oprah Winfrey, I think, where he shared that he had uh, uh, um, an addiction to pornography and things like that, that he used to, when him and his wife got married, they went through this thing where he would try to get her to do some of the stuff that he used to watch on there. So that's a part of him. Okay. Now God can heal us and deliver us. We got to make sure we stay up under that blood. Okay. And not come from under there and go back into it, because all of this gyrating and hunching and humping on the stage can be looked at as very sexual. Okay. And it could bring out a lustful spirit. I'm telling y'all. This, like I said, this, I'm not judging him or anything like that. But if I was in a concert, and that's one reason why sometimes I don't want to go to, because I love the singers, okay? And he went on tour with like David and Tamala Mann, the Clark sisters. We want to go see that. But then you got him, Ty Tribbett. Okay, now he will get out there and jump, and he has a whole lot of energy. But Ty Tribbett is not out there gyrating, pumping the air, doing all that. And so Kirk, on almost all of the performances or ministries, I should say, he coming out, showing out. And that is a distraction. And I'm glad you brought that up, Felicia. Angel said, I'm going to be honest, I will be on the floor laughing. Isn't he about 2.5 inches? Okay. We have to separate the music from the person making it. We don't seek him out for worship and prayers. We like the music he makes. Yes, but he's also a minister too. Okay, and what he's bringing to the people is supposed to be God at these type of concerts. Now, if he want to bring them to the secular music and do all this gyrating and stuff, that may be a different type of concert. Okay. Looking like he in a nightclub. Yes, it's so distracting. Queen Tandy, did you receive? Yes. Oh, okay. So in Debt to Love. No, you're not interrupting. She took care of the payment. So as long as you registered, then you will receive the email, the link, and all the information from me. So you're good. You're good to go. We start this Saturday. Okay. So I'm sending an email out to everyone Wednesday, giving more information. So as long as you fill out the form, and I think I got it, then you're set to go. So God bless you. I'm so excited for you. And thank you, Queen Tandy, again. Oh my gosh. God's people, lately I've been going through some things that's really got me down. Girl, you singing the lyrics. Okay, close the door. Wait, I thought you was about to say close the door. She said close the dookie hole, not the door. Okay. Oh my goodness, not the dookie hole. Inappropriate, yes. Oh, you know what, Felicia? Yes. Oh my goodness. He does remind me of Cisco from Drew Hill. God, doing all of that. Ain't nobody gonna get well there. The church is supposed to be the hospital. Okay. I remember that recording. Yes, Cancer 66, it was. And a lot of people, the church was split. I don't know how we are split on certain things. I really don't understand it. So, I was like, well, what y'all trying to say? It's okay for us to be cussing and praising God. Y'all know we got to grow out of some stuff. Yeah, we may do it, but we can't just condone it and say God said that that's okay. No, it's not. And y'all know it. That's like saying, oh, it's okay to sleep around. Who said that? We do it, but does that make it right? Okay. Shoes. Baby, I done been there, done that. Okay. I wasn't trying to justify it. I know it's wrong. Lord, help me. I'm a work in progress. So I just didn't understand what everybody was torn about back then. Oh my god. Yes, Queen Tandy, yes. It's for the silver package. Yes. And yes, you have it right. In debt to love. You had it right. So you're good. You're good to go. Thank you so much, Queen Tandy. Yes, you're good to go. Okay. V will go through those seasons. Even I do. Okay, we all do. Oh, what else did she say? I'm so happy that you're going to be a blessing to so many by writing your book. This is amazing. Yes, Queen Tandy. And guess what? Just by you doing it, you are sowing a seed into her book that will come out to be a blessing. You know, that's a huge thing. And I'm just so grateful. I'm so appreciative. V, we will go through these seasons. Okay, I read that one. Not all churches. I don't mean to sound judgmental. I'm just old fashioned, y'all. A lot of people are. Yeah, Kirk twerking. Okay. Open book read. Now, which one? did I read it? Let me see. Did I miss it? Now, y'all know I'm already behind. Oh, Lord. Did I read it? I think I read it. Hi, Brittany. Welcome. You might have to put it back in there because I think I'm too far down. There's even prophets that are actually wizards. Oh yes, okay, you're so right. Yes, Kirk used to be a full fledged. Y'all, girl, now you're gonna bring that back up. Yeah, he used to be. I hope he's not back on this stuff. Lorraine said cocaine is a hell of a drug. Yes, I know. It's just crazy. I don't like seeing men pop lock and dropping and doing the splits. I don't either, especially to church music. Okay. Yes, Kathleen, I agree. Yeah, he is a minister. Yeah. I think it appeals to the younger crowd. And I get that, you know, we try to get the younger crowd, bring them in, but then what separates us from the world? How do we lay that out? If we were supposed to you know, like minister to them and things of that sort. It's like hard to distinguish between the two sometimes. That's all I'm saying. You're welcome, indebted to love. Hi, talks with Tony. Yeah, that's what you know what, y'all. That's what I was trying to say, and I think I got distracted. We have not because we ask not. We were talking about that this morning, and indebted to love came up in here. She said, "Look, I have a need, I have a desire to do something, but I just don't have it." And then look, God put the answer in the chat. Y'all better go watch that video from this morning and how God done that and done did in front of our faces on tonight. Okay. Okay. Talks with Tony. Okay. You're not the only one who has said that. Okay. His mind is not right. Right. The cussing preacher. Yeah. He okay with that, I guess. I put the quotes wrong, y'all. My bad. Oh, I didn't see. Playing church, right. I was trying to get to the bottom. Okay, I read it. Okay, good. Yeah, now that's scary. Okay, that cussing preacher, those folks will be responsible for all those souls. Hope they, and y'all, I want to show y'all one part. Even his team, hey, life, welcome. Thank you for joining. Even his team looked uncomfortable. Okay, let me find that part. It's yeah, he's married. Medea? No. He married to Tammy. He has a wife named Tammy. They've been married a long time too. Yes, he passed away, girl, and was still cussing towards the end of his life. Yes. I don't play with God like that. Okay. Cussing folks out. Yeah, you know, people be working. We all are work in progress. We all got something, but some people just don't, they just play with it too much. Like, come on now. That man was on his deathbed. Okay. Now let's see. Where's the part? His own team. Let me see. It might be coming up. They looked uncomfortable. Look at this. Like he looked, y'all. I'm telling you. And people just let him crash out like this. No accountability. No one pulls his tail and say, look, hey, you got to stop. You're doing too much. I'm waiting for that part where his team. And he did this for hours, y'all. Okay, is this it? Let's see. He got them jumping. Okay, let's see. Look at this. Look at this team. They look like they over it too. Look, watch this. One of them with the big hair, she's gonna look off like I don't even want to see what he doing. Nobody want to hold them accountable, so they gonna ignore it. They're gonna ignore it, y'all. Nobody wants to hold them accountable. See, it's also been said that he's the gatekeeper. Okay, allegedly, he's the gatekeeper to the gospel sector. Okay, where a lot of the gospel singers go through him. Okay, they determine who's blacklisted, who's not. Uh, and really, to be honest, baby, I would say God is the one that opens doors for me. I don't care who you are. Um, but a lot of people turn a blind eye to the things that he does because he writes the songs for them sometimes, or he puts them into these different concerts and places and things like that, so they're not gonna call him out on it, flexing them tight teen muscles, tiny muscles. I'm extra tired of watching him. Right. Those people look like they know it isn't about God anymore. Exactly. And he ran all into the audience. You know how the rappers do. He ran all into the audience. It's just crazy. Kirk don't need any backup dancers. He got his own front, back, and side to side. Girl, he doing it all. Okay. His team is probably thinking payday is coming. We can do this. Exactly. They want to get paid. I don't know, Letitia. I really didn't understand it. He did that dance with Marvin Sapp, like, yes, indebted to love. That's the move that he was saying some people had a problem with too. It looked like he was casting out demons or walking like they were dead. Yeah, it was very strange. I'm beginning to think he may have some kind of addiction because this is making me feel uncomfortable. His dance moves aren't even good. He's just jumping around. Right. Right. Wrong gate for my path. Exactly. Kirk has turned the church into Magic Mike. Not Magic Mike. Letitia, he's doing Kirk. Yeah. Just because people say they worship God doesn't mean they worship God, but what's going on with the ministry is disturbing. Yes. Not the Kirk. Wait, does he have a hair tattoo or is it hair paint? It probably hair paint. The world is constantly changing, but God is still God. Exactly, exactly. And so that's what I'm saying. We don't want to take the attention off of God in ministry, doing all of the extra, because sometimes we can get in the way, and we never want to be a distraction to God getting His glory. Who the F? Now, wait a minute. We saying allegedly because I haven't heard. Okay. Oh, Lord. We're not gonna put out stuff that we don't know for sure on that. But we know these dance moves. We done seen those. Okay. And I just, he has another concert coming up. And hopefully someone can get through to him and talk to him because it's just not a good look. And then he also did what do they call those raps, like a mini rap one time, and it was some inappropriate lyrics in his rap. Is it a cipher? What is it called? They usually do them on the award show, but when he did his rap, he said something. I think he said something where the lamb would have to bow down to the goat or something, but it was so blasphemous, y'all. People still, they had, see, this is the thing. They'll have a problem with it, and you'll hear people talk about it for a couple of days, and then it goes away. Oh, and we right back to, oh, he ain't done no wrong. We going to the concerts, buying the music, doing all this. But I'm like, that was blasphemous. And so we just don't let that slide, like the cussing. Okay, and like so it's progressing. So we let the cursing go. Okay, everybody just, oh, everybody doing something. Okay. Then here we go with the blasphemous lyrics. Okay, I wish you know what? Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so Indebted to Love, you remember that? Okay. Hi, Crystal, welcome. Life says his ministries like this that pulls. Yes, girl, exactly. Let me see if I can find that. It was so inappropriate. It was like, what? Yes. What are those called, y'all? Where they do the little mini raps. Is it a cipher? I know my husband probably know. Do y'all know what it's called? Hold on one second. Okay, I found it, y'all. Yes, cipher. Okay. What Crystal said? I'm calling Amazon tomorrow and get a refund on what, Crystal? uh-uh. Okay, witchcraft and the music, and a lot of people talking about Beyonce's music is the same effect. Yes, I remember that. Yes, the BET. Yes, thank you, Indebted to Love. It was the BET Awards. Felicia said, "Oh my goodness, couldn't have said it better. God is still God. The world has and is changing. It's scary that many are choosing the way of the world instead of the ways of God." Exactly. I found it, y'all. And someone put Kirk understood the assignment. What assignment? Okay, here we go.
For my sabbatical, I'm one of God's kids. Never thought I'd make it this far, but God did. Whom shall I fear since the Most High on me? Since I've been 150, tried to rob me. He can't, 'cause God's got me. See, I'm God's property. Jesus is prodigy. Dope as ever, probably. Always scared character. Church can mix some characters that categorically deny God's character. I don't mean to preach, just trying to make you think. I was a dirty dish, now me and God in sync. Like Big and J and Nas, the greatest scapegoat. The lion and the lamb will bow down to the goat. I don't want to make no more mistakes with my kids. You heard the mixtape my son put out. Kirk did.
He said the lion and the lamb would bow down to the goat. Baby, what lion and lamb bowing to a goat? And who the goat? Okay, that's inappropriate. Yes, that's the lyric right there. The lion and the lamb will bow down to the goat.
So if the cipher don't take away from my sins, which could probably take away from my ends, tell my wife and my friends that we win the end. I'm a fighter. Shout out to the Holy Spirit. I'm a ghost rider. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way.
Woo! Y'all, that had bothered my spirit. When I heard that, I said, now look, now Kirk remind. Oh my God. Lorraine. Oh my God, because when he did that dance move, that is that move that George Jefferson. George Jefferson did do that move. I am done. Oh, well, I'll be John Brown. Definitely out of pocket. Yes, Southern Belle. Okay. Letitia said Kirk needs to sit down and get himself together. Okay. Crystal, he's a producer. He's the choir director. He's been with many groups. Okay. many groups now. Hey, I just been through the rumor mill. It was some stuff said about just not handling the payments and things like that with some of these groups the right way. And y'all, when he teamed up with Maverick City, now I don't know if y'all know Maverick City. Okay, that group there, they are anointed. And I kept praying. I'm like, Lord, please cover this group from Kirk Franklin. I promise you. And now I don't see him singing with them and things like that because y'all, a lot of the groups he's been with, that you don't hear them anymore. And see, this group was newly, they had just come out, and a lot of people love their music, their songs, and just anointed worship. And when he teamed up, not to say that, he doesn't bring something to it, he has the experience and things of that sort, but they don't need all that extra, in my opinion. They didn't need all of that. And so I don't think that they're working together anymore like that. Yeah, exactly. Life. I didn't like that. Talking about he understood his assignment. Right. Okay. Remember the rappers at the BET Awards for mocking the Lord's Supper? Yes, indebted to love. I hated that. That was the first time they honored a transgender. We in trouble as believers. I forgot about that. Lord Jesus, lift the veil so we can see. Yes. I did love Kirk Franklin when he first came out. He made wonderful music. Right. And I won't take that away from him. He does make some wonderful songs. He produces a lot of wonderful songs. But, it's more to this when you're going before God's people, things of that sort. You have to be careful how you handle God's glory. Do you know that when David, they were trying to handle, back then they had the wagons and things like that where it represented God's glory. And it was about to fall when they were taking it. It was about to fall, and some of the men, the guards around it, were trying to catch it. And those people were struck dead trying to mishandle God's glory. Baby, you better be careful how you handle God's people and his glory. Like, seriously, that's almost trying to take the attention away from the reason that they're there. Okay. And yeah, I know it's a lot of people that love Kirk Franklin. They probably come for me in the comments, but it's nothing personal. I like Kirk Franklin too. However, when we see something that can be very distracting to others or take away from the reason why people are there, that's a whole conversation. Yeah, a lot of us grew up with Kirk Franklin. Yeah, the person from Salt and Pepper. Yeah, she did that song Stomp. Uh-huh. Yes, I remember. And that's kind of where all that started too, talking about people say we too radical. Well, baby, I prefer that than what we at now. With all this gyrating and hunching on the stage. Okay. Money can change people and their assignments. You better say that. Okay. Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, DJ Khaled. We're the ones who mocked were the ones who mocked the Last Supper. I remember that because they were outside. Remember? Yep, you are right. It's crazy. He may have met the devil at the crossroads. Okay. Yeah, that was Salt. Mm-hmm. Salt did that. That was my song. I did like Stomp. I still like it. David and Goliath. Yes, David though. And they had to leave it at Obed Edom's house. And while it was there, baby, that house was blessed. Okay. And they had to learn how to handle God's glory. Okay. Like it wasn't something you could play with. Okay. Just because, baby, that's a scary thing. Yeah, he did the Soul Train Awards. Stump was good, yo. It was. Hey D, welcome, sis. And he did a skit with the old man. Right. Yeah, y'all. So I don't know. This was on Easter. We don't hear too many people talking about it. And like I said, it's like people continue to turn a blind eye to him, and he's going to continue probably to do it until someone says something. Y'all, it almost goes back to what we were saying about Leandria Johnson. Okay. Sometimes we out here pimping people's gifts and talents and not really holding them accountable for change. They know a lot of people. Leandria has even spoken about this publicly, that she has an addiction to alcohol. Now, yes, we are to pray for each other. We all, at one time or another, go through some form of addiction. We probably got some now. We were talking about the coffee and caffeine and all of that. We all go through something. So it's not from a place of judgment. But at what point do we hold people accountable that you are going before God's people singing, God deliver me, okay, which is an anointed song, but yet are you really dependent on God to deliver you? People want to see you healed and whole before you tell them. Okay. And so she's constantly out here saying that she can still get people to bring her to their church because they want to make money. They don't care what state she's in. They just want the crowd to come so they can get paid. Okay. Knowing that she is crying out for help. But now we're seeing him on the other side, crashing out on stage, humping the air. Who's going to say something? Are we going to continue to let it get worse? It's progressing. And no one says anything. Look, you have to get it together. I'm not going to bring you back here. Okay, we're not doing that here in my church. When are people going to say that? But they want him to come and do all this shows so people can show up and pay the money. And we're getting further from the point of why we are to have people there is to minister to people, to usher in God's presence. Not for, oh, the attention is on me. I'm performing for y'all. Well, what's the point of, well, we don't need to be in church. We can go to the park. Let's go do a concert at the park. Okay, we just doing anything now and calling it ministry. Okay. Yes, Felicia, right. Because so many things going on in the world, a lot of people just overlook it. A lot of people do. Yeah. I can't have this kind of discussion in church. Thank you, open book, and praise God. Yes, we just got to be real, Kathleen. I mean, it is what it is. That's why I said, hey, everyone's perspectives and views are welcome. And some things are not going to be talked about in the church. They're not. But we cannot continue to turn a blind eye to things. People in these last days are looking for what is real. They are looking for answers to their problems. They are looking for God. Now, if someone was going there with the spirit of suicide, and y'all know what I'm talking about, I'm not trying to say the whole word, or needed a healing, or, depressed, what is your gyrating on the stage, jumping up and down, trying to get some attention? What is that doing for me? We don't know when people are at their brink, the last little point of their life, that we could potentially just sit down and play your music and minister to them, that God can give you hope. Okay, God will increase your faith. You don't have to leave here the same way. People come there to hear things like that, not to see you jumping around on the doggone stage. That was taking the attention off of what God wants to do. Southern Belle said, I would have left that church. And well, really, this was a concert. This particular one was a concert. And on the way out, shouted, if I wanted to see James Brown, I could have stayed home and watched him. Exactly. I could have stayed home and watched the video. I hooked on my coffee. Takes a whole lot of fast. Okay, it does. We talked about that. Hey, it's not easy. You have to wing yourself out of it. Okay, now when it's about everything else, yes. God says do everything in moderation. Right, Lorraine? Yes. Letitia, I love my coffee. Shelly does too. God is alive and real. Yes. Congress should make mega churches illegal, in my opinion. Uh-oh. Why you say that? I love the old gospel. Okay. They're even bringing drag queens into some churches. I'm not judging, but I just can't do it. It's a lot that's taking place. He got ants in his pee. She said to James Brown. Okay, I used to watch this person called Joel Osteen. Yes, exactly. But his stuff of what he was talking about was so monotone. Yes, Joel Osteen. He's out of Houston, Texas, too. Yes. So yeah, y'all, we'll see. I just wanted to bring that. Thank you, Who the F is she? I just wanted to bring that to the forefront because we can't keep doing this, y'all. It's just it's just time out for the performing and the fakeness and all of that in the church. Like people, that is a reason why a lot of people don't go to church. It's sad to say, because they're like, what's the difference? Yeah, I can get that out here at the club. Okay. Like, what's the difference? It should feel like it's a difference, you know? He used to talk about the same stuff over and over. Krista, you silly. Oh my goodness. Now, I know many of you may have heard of Bishop T.D. Jakes, okay? He has a mega church here in the Dallas Fort Worth area. Actually, not too far from me, probably about 35 minutes, probably 35 minutes from where I am. So he is, over in Mega Church. He has multiple locations. He said Joel Trifle himself would even let people seek refuge in his mega church when the hurricane hit. Girl, that was something big in Houston. They talked about that. Lord have mercy. Yeah, I like his jokes too, Felicia. I wonder if Kenneth Copeland would ever allow Kirk to perform. Oh my God. Girl, now you know that's a no-no. Okay, indebted to love. Well, I knew that was coming. Okay, y'all, I knew that was coming. So, okay. Whew, Lord have mercy. Now, he has been that pastor, I think he said yesterday, over 40 years of the Potter's House. Okay, he has the North Campus, he has the Dallas location right there. And then I don't know if it's still open. He had one in Colorado too at one point, but it was a whole scandal with the first lady and pastor there. And I don't know what happened, if he ended up closing it or not. TD scares me. I don't want to get swallowed. Y'all silly. Good night. Who the F is she? Thank you so much for joining, sis. And so, a lot of attention has been placed on him for multiple reasons. During the whole P. Diddy situation, they were talking about names on lists and things like that. And Bishop T.D. Jakes, his name popped up in the lawsuit, okay, on a list. Now, they wanted to make it clear that he was not allegedly involved in anything. However, he did attend some of the freak off parties allegedly. And a lot of people were wondering, well, what was a bishop doing at the freak offs? Okay. They were just, I was curious to know too, especially after we heard of what takes place at those little freak offs and things like that. And so that, we heard his name a lot around that time. And then even recently, he had a medical emergency at church, and he said it was a heart attack. Some people believe that it was not. And after that, there was a lawsuit filed against a man. You too, Kathleen. Thank you for joining. Against the man that was accusing Bishop Jakes of trying to kiss him and when he was younger, and I guess trying to groom him allegedly. And so his name was coming up there. And so it's been these different types of, I don't believe the medical emergency, right? A lot of people don't. Okay. Um, and so it's just been a lot of negative attention placed on him. Now, his daughter, Sarah, and her husband attend that church, and I'm going to show a little clip from yesterday where he made the announcement at church. Felicia said his name has been popping up quite a bit over some time now. Yes, okay. And they've been going there, and he said that they've actually been in the pastoral role for the past 6 months. Now, at the last Woman Thou Art Loose, Bishop Jakes did a whole, I'm passing the torch to Sarah, his daughter Sarah. And, that was a big thing back then that, he knew, I guess at that time, that things were about to shift. Yes, his name was Dwayne Youngblood. Yeah, that was about to sue Bishop Jakes, but he beat him to the punch and sued the man for defamation. Okay, so now it's this whole lawsuit out there. Isn't his daughter an evil child thief? Well, that's the other daughter. Okay. V, okay, you right there with me. Okay. Hey, Janelle, welcome. Thank you for joining, sis. I thought he gave, yes, Sarah and her husband. Yes, Letitia, on yesterday. And so Cora is the other daughter that has Michelle Loud's son. Okay. And we're gonna listen to something Michelle said on yesterday after this announcement as well. Michelle is funny, y'all. And so let me play a clip from the Potter's house of when Bishop Jakes announced that he was stepping down. Yeah, V is fired up. Yes, Janelle, we are. Thank you so much for joining, sis. All right. The fish rots from the head down. Okay, girl. Oh, that's my live. That's the live I'm on. I was like, huh? Okay, here it is. And y'all, from that, remember he had the medical emergency, and I'm just making an observation. He to me, where do my comments go? Okay, he to me still looks a little frail. He's talking slower, and I don't know what has happened, but y'all just pay attention, okay, to some things.
Time for COVID. God has a sense of humor. He throws you in the water and then says swim. So for the last 4 years, they have been swimming. I talked to the board because I was concerned. I have seen too many men build something and stay so long that they kill what they build. What you got to understand is it's not so important that you just know when to grab a hold. It's knowing when to let go. Now, there's some other things that I'm assigned to do, both here and outside. But I cannot afford, especially after November, to risk something happening to me. And
He said he couldn't go and risk something happening to him. Y'all silly. V said allegedly he ate some of Blackthorn's cooking. Yep, that's what happened. Y'all silly. Oh my goodness. Does he have hospital insurance? Oh, Crystal, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he probably could just pay for it, even if he doesn't.
you be sheep without a shepherd. I cannot afford to let all the work of all the saints living and dead
Right, Letitia.
to hold
Okay,
this so
Felicia.
tight so long that I wither away. So I'm suggesting to you, I'm recommending to you that you receive
Right.
Pastor Torre and Pastor Sarah come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This is legacy. Not because they're kin, but because they're the kind. They've immersed themselves
Okay,
into the DNA of
that's
this
the one
church.
right here in the back. Y'all see the one back here with the glasses? That's the one that has Michelle Loud's son, Jason. When we say bring Jason home, we talking to her. Let that baby go back with his mama. Okay? Uh-uh. Lorraine. uh-uh. I am going to put Lorraine in a time. Girl. uh-uh. Mm-mm.
For years,
Oh my God.
sat quiet, preached. What you didn't know, from November forward, they've been running the church anyway.
Those are his children, his daughter and his son-in-law.
Now, they're not meant to replace me because nobody can. But if they step into this position, they may extend me. There's some
Fast
things
forward some, y'all.
I want to do in the community.
Yes, Southern Belle, he looks totally different. I believe he has been Crystal. Why? I don't. Let me pause it for a second. Now, this is just my opinion. Okay, this is my opinion. I feel, and I could be wrong, but I feel that something is forcing him to do this right now. This may have been the ultimate plan, but I don't know. I just feel like he is doing this because he feels he has to right now. Right, girl. A lot of people are saying that too. This is just like the TV show Greenleaf. Is this a script because the daughter? Oh, the rain, girl. You are all up in the business because guess what? I was gonna show a clip from Michelle Loud yesterday when she went live comparing the two. Okay, she said even before she went live, she did after she found this out. She said, "I'm gonna just tell y'all compound word green leaf." And when I tell you, when she broke that thing down about how many of y'all have seen the series Greenleaf? It was on Netflix. When I tell you a lot of the things, how all of this happened and things of that sort, reminded me of Greenleaf too. Okay, and y'all do know right, Janelle, while he's stepping down because the heat is on, girl. Life said he's doing it because did it. Y'all do know that the trial starts May 5th. Okay. It starts a week from today. The trial is starting, baby. Okay. I have, yes, with Lynn Whitfield. I told Michelle, I said, girl, you gonna have me going back and watching that whole series again. She said the script is pretty much based off of the Powder Sound. I said, wow. Okay. I have, yes, perfect comparison. Yes. And like she said, y'all do know what happened after that pastor gave that church to his daughter. Okay. F the people, he said, come as you are. I don't believe in an institution, but do as you please. Yes, okay. And you're right, I'll be forced. He's worried about the wrong thing. He better be worried about God. Hello? Okay. I have watched it and I said, this is the Jakes family. Wow. Oh, Lord, she plays crazy so well. And she wasn't crazy already. Okay. Okay, so you've seen it too. And that's what it made me think about. It really did.
I know, I know. You might be a little scared. I know you might feel the weight sliding from my head to you. I know the crown is heavy. But I also know that if God is for you,
Oh, I know, like she does look nervous.
who can be
Hey,
against you?
Robbie, welcome.
And as long as
Yes,
I
sis.
can, I'll be
Okay.
somewhere
Something bad.
in the shadows,
Okay.
on the stage, wherever you need me
Mm-hmm.
to make this vision
Thank you, Shelly.
come to pass.
Y'all hit the
What say
like.
ye to this moment?
Thank you, Felicia. You too. I think so too, Letitia. I saw it in her eyes. All right, who there?
It's hard to put into words, but we feel deeply honored that God and you, knowing how much you love, yeah, knowing how much you love the people that have been assigned to you, how deeply you love them, and how you don't play when it comes to them, as you have evidenced and proven for decades.
Wait a minute. Lorraine. Lorraine, you are making this too entertaining. Okay, because girl, wait a minute. She said the son-in-law is like, man, give me my church and let the door hit you with a good switch. Okay. And y'all, this is her second husband too. And he was a pastor of a church in Los Angeles. And so then they moved to Dallas. Okay. This was back during COVID. Commented that okay, you silly. Is the daughter of mute? No, she's not. Thank you, Robbie, for the super chat. And she said, I love you, Open Book. And I love you too, sis. Thank you so much. And thank you for being a sponsor for tonight's show. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yes, Letitia. Okay. That's what my mom used to say. Girl, you like, hurry up. Give me that mic. Okay, we the pastors now. You silly.
It is not something to take lightly, transparently.
Come on, baby.
The few people,
Come on, baby.
Mom,
I didn't get here by myself.
I love it. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. Ooh, I don't know who that was.
so we stand on solid ground.
Y'all, I'm
and the
3
sure
away from my
foundation,
goal. If you would like to sow a super
and we
chat.
will honor it, respect it. The scripture says that you are to be careful about how you build on another man's foundation. And so we will build on it with humility,
You silly.
with prayer, with integrity, with holiness, with sacrifice, and we'll become everything that we have to become. We'll curve, we'll shape, we'll stretch,
Ooh, life.
and be everything that
Mm.
we have to be in order to take your legacy and your legacy to the level that God envisions. We're honored. We're honored.
I think we can all agree that this isn't
Ooh,
exactly how we saw my life panning out. I saw my parents sacrifice their
right,
lives
right, Robbie. They were trying to wait it out. That
for
trial
this
is starting
church.
May 5th.
I saw
He
them
asked
give
them to be.
their
She's
bodies
trying to get herself together.
and their strength. And I know you guys are so tired. You had a heart attack on stage and still asked for the microphone so that they would be okay over you. I know what this cost. And if I'm honest, I've been wondering whether or not I have what it takes to do it the way that you guys have done it or to take it even further. But then God showed me that you all didn't always know if you had what it took either.
And you know what? That is something to think about when you have someone in a position for that long. You are a little bit intimidated and nervous because you're like, oh my goodness, they're used to this person. I hope I can, take it to another level and at least do it the level you were doing. So I get that. That is a level of fear there. But like she said, they had to learn and they're going to have to learn, because the congregation is going to have to get used to them. Although Bishop, may still attend and advise her and things of that sort. Now it's like y'all have to get used to your new pastors, okay? Sarah, you're right, but your daddy had no business. Like y'all silly. He had no business over there at the Dittler's house. Janelle said this is terrible acting. Oh my goodness. Robbie said, yes, it's a lot of pressure and stress. Right. I would be nervous. Janelle, you took the words out of my mouth. Just terrible. The chickens are coming home to roost. Okay. I'm going to fast forward some. It was like her speech.
As you, I'm so happy you will get some rest.
Then he lost a lot of weight. Oh, my God. And she has Sue's wife. She lost a lot of weight too. I mean, losing weight can be a healthy thing. It can be just to get healthy.
There's a promise in scripture that speaks to what will happen before the return of the Lord. And it's in Malachi chapter 4, somewhere around verse 4 or 5. Read your whole Bible, you'll find it. But it says that God will turn the hearts before that day. One of the last few things in scripture, that God will turn the hearts of the fathers to the children. First, this is the sequence. That God will begin to turn one generation,
Like
the
you
hearts
made
of the
me laugh
fathers
out loud.
to the children. The fathers will initiate it. Which
I didn't know who she was either. I'm gonna be honest. No shade, but I hadn't seen her in a while. I haven't been watching them in a while, and I even wondered. I said, "What happened, y'all?" That stress and stuff can be a lot, And then if your husband's going through health issues, and she was having her own health issues, So yes, that can be hard. She better not fall out on this stage, girl. Y'all silly. I'm not playing with y'all. the Tyler Perry movie, freaking out for the collection plate. I don't know, like I do not know, but I can tell his whole stance. He's lost so much weight. That's what my mom told everybody that crossed her. Is that older? Yes, supposed to be her mother. Yes. Uh-uh. You're silly. Oh my goodness.
Which will in fact turn the hearts of the children to the Father. And there is the imagery of the generations walking together, each group supplying, one supplying wisdom, strength, experience, the other supplying innovation, energy, and vitality. And as those two come together, we will see fruit unlike anything we have ever seen before. So thank you, and you for initiating what it's going to take to get it done.
What say ye?
Yes, Queen Tandy. I've noticed that. Yes.
Some of our board members are in the room when I shared the vision before they even came. I didn't even see then what I see now. See, the Roberts are a blended family.
Good night, Rebecca. Thank you for joining.
And a blended family is hard to make fit. And the Potter's House is a blended family. This is a beautiful moment for me.
What you know about Kim? Uh-oh. Yes, Robbie. Hello. Hmm. I hope not.
I've been preaching since I was 19. Scared to death. But unbelievably relentless. There were times that I wish I had been home. I was on the road. I felt like it was my job and my calling.
So that was pretty much it, y'all. After that, he just kind of gave his wife her hug, and they ended the service. But they did this at the end of service. And so a lot of people have mixed, just not mixed emotions as far as like in a negative, but sad to see him go. Some people are like, yes, he needs his rest. And Queen Sandy, you said goodnight too. Are you leaving? Oh, Rebecca was saying goodnight. Okay, to you. Okay. He sounds like he has a track in his throat. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I don't know why he's talking like that. He used to talk like with, like from his gut. I don't know. I really don't. Either stress or trying to gain some sympathy, or I don't know. Did he say he was scared? I didn't hear him say he was scared. I think when he first started, I thought he said he was scared, but I don't think now. It's almost like he's doing this, but not wanting to do it to me. And so I'm gonna see what happens. I noticed he kept going to his throat. Yes. Gain sympathy. B says she feels he's defeated. Okay. Robbie says something is wrong. Mm-hmm. I could see that too. So y'all, Michelle Loud, I wanted to show y'all a little clip um, that, hold on one second. A little clip from her yesterday. Now, I was telling y'all Cora Jakes, which is the other daughter, is the one that has Michelle Loud's son, that they've been going through this fight. Michelle has been going through this fight to get her son back for years, okay? And so Michelle has even been saying, y'all, since 2022 that this would happen. She put it on her social media that this would happen, that it was going to start from the head. She has been saying this, and I'm a witness to that. So she did a post yesterday, and then she went live talking about the green leaf. So I wanted y'all to hear just a little bit of how she brought. I was laughing because it was such a good comparison to you almost wondering, well, dang, did they come up with Greenleaf based off of this church, or is the church reading the script from Greenleaf? Okay, of how they want. Okay, Robbie said the board may have forced him to step down. That's what I'm wondering. Michelle Loud is whom I feel sorry for, not them Jake's reaping time. Yes, that's what she said too. Okay, so I'm like, wow. Michelle is funny, y'all.
So let's break it down.
Yep. Now, oh, the
Okay,
rain.
so we're gonna look up
Hold
the
on, let me
summary.
pause for a second. Lorraine, oh my gosh, I'm glad that you brought that up too, because I was reading up on the upcoming Diddy trial, starting May 5th. They're going to start with jury selection. Now, the prosecutors, wait, not the prosecutors, the defense. I believe. Wait, was it the defense? I think it's the defense. They're trying to get it to where those tapes are not to be heard or seen to the public. Like they're trying to fix it where only the jury can look at and hear those tapes, because they said there are certain people in them. Sometimes there are victims in those. And you are so right. He really does not know if he was caught on those tapes. Okay? If he was at some of those parties. Micah, get out of that. If he was caught at some of those that party. Okay, so that's a good point. We don't know what's about to come out with this Diddy trial coming up, but best believe Open Book is going to follow this trial. Okay. A lot of people said it was based off of the family, everything matches up. Exactly. Oh my gosh.
Of Greenleaf, okay? The TV series Greenleaf follows the Greenleaf family, who run a large mega church in Memphis, Tennessee. Now, the correlation with this is that Memphis, Tennessee is in the South, just like the Potter's house is in the South. Okay. And delves into the scandalous secrets and lies that lie beneath the surface of their seemingly devout lives. The series centers on Bishop James Greenleaf and his wife, Lady Mae. Bishop James Greenleaf, his wife, Lady Mae, and their estranged daughter, Grace, who returns home after 20 years following the death of their sister, Faith. Now, I think Faith was the young girl in the series that got raped by the uncle. So Grace came back to originally avenge her sister's death. Okay. Now here's a more detailed breakdown, you guys. The series, The Greenleaf Family. The series explores the lives of the Greenleaf family, who run a powerful megachurch called Calvary Fellowship World Ministries. Beneath the facade of faith and family love, the Greenleafs are embroiled in a web of lies, adultery, greed, and sibling rivalry, all of which threaten to unravel their lives in their church. Okay. Grace was once a rising star within the church. She returns home after a long absence, bringing with her a sense of mystery and potential
Yes, she
disruption
did.
to the family dynamic. Okay. 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 The Greenleafs face internal conflicts, including Grace's strained relationship with her parents, the animosity between siblings, and the looming threat of a financial investigation into the church. Y'all don't see this? Y'all don't. Oh, y'all didn't know. Y'all didn't know that the FBI was looking into the Potter's house. Did y'all know that? I'm not sure if y'all were aware of that. I'm not sure if y'all were aware that there are investigations into the financial institution of the Potter's House Church of Dallas, Texas, and their branches. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but there it is. Okay.
Right, Queen Sandy.
Okay. The Greenleafs. The family also faces external threats such as a government investigation into the church's finances, the actions of Lady May's brother, Mac, and the repercussions of past actions
Yeah,
within the
she's very
church.
smart.
Okay, 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 okay. I just, you know. Okay, so here it is. So, given the breakdown of the characters, so I believe they had three daughters: Grace, Faith, and Charity. Faith got raped by the uncle, and then Faith ended up killing herself on the family's property. Okay, killing herself on the family's property. Okay, that caused Grace to leave leave for 20 years and get on her whatever she was doing, and then she comes back. In the process of her being gone, now Charity has been trying to be the center of attention. Okay, now Charity, who we say is a divine replication of Cora Jenks. Cora can hold a note. Okay, is she the best singer of the world? No. Can she harmonize and tune in and tune the note? Yes. Charity was over the choir in the praise team. Cora wasn't over the choir, but Cora was absolutely a part of the Youth Firehouse praise team and choir. Absolutely. These are facts. These are facts, okay? Now, like I was saying about before we got absolutely. She was absolutely in the praise team, absolutely in the choir, absolutely did a couple songs with her ex-husband. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay? So, yeah, so Grace is gone. Charity now wants to feel like she's old, just like Sarah. Just like Cora. Cora has always been in competition with Sarah. Always. They can try to deny it all they want to. They can try to make it seem like in the line, in front of the cameras, like the action. Oh, this is a sister here. We love each other. Yeah, y'all love each other. And yeah, y'all.
Robbie, she's talking about both. So Greenleaf is the actual show that's on Netflix. It's a whole series, but she's making the comparison to the Jake's family in this Potter's house situation, because Cora and Sarah are siblings, and so she was saying that one is jealous of the other. Cora is jealous of Sarah allegedly, just like in the movie or the series, Charity was jealous of Gracie. Yes. Robbie said, I normally be sleeping at this time after work. So I'm lost. Oh, okay. Yes. She's making the correlation between Greenleaf and this Potter's house situation. Yes. So it's two. She's just doing a whole comparison. So, yes, one is a TV show and one is real life.
I grew up together. Of course, y'all love each other. But Cora has always wanted what Sarah has. These are facts. This is what we know. Okay? This is just simple. It's simple math. When Sarah came out with her first book, Cora was mad. Hey, Ashley. Cora was mad. and demanded that she have a book. Well, why Sarah get to do this and I can't do this? She wrote a book to, to prove that she can do it too. And then she used to say all the time, I know my daddy think Sarah the one, he thinks she the one, but he don't know it's really me. Sarah can't do this like me. Sarah can't do this and that like me. Yeah, but it's me. And they pacified Cora just like they pacified Charity in the series Greenleaf. They give her a little bit to shut up. They give her a little bit more when she get to acting crazy to keep shutting up. I'm telling y'all, play by play. Well, it was so many scandals coming out of the church in the movie Greenleaf. It was so many scandals coming out of the church that eventually the pastor went into having cardiac arrest on the pulpit.
Yep.
On the pulpit.
Yep. Ooh, the rain. Yes. Okay.
In the show Greenleaf, the bishop has a cardiac arrest while he's up preaching on the pulpit. From all of the scandals that were coming out about, sorry, I'm just saying, girl, on the pulpit, because y'all keep saying that it was real, and I'm trying to tell y'all that it wasn't. The playbook, it's Greenleaf. Y'all want the playbook? Y'all want to see how this ended? Go watch Greenleaf. Go watch it. Tell y'all. Go watch it. The bishop had a cardiac arrest on the pulpit from all the shit that was coming out in his church. All the demons that he was trying to hide, all the skeletons. And then it's not only just that, it was scandals happening in the church that they was covering up and that they were trying to cover up. Okay? Not to mention the first lady, he wasn't even supposed to be with the first lady in Greenleaf. He was really dating the sister. And the first lady, he cheated on the sister with the first lady. Okay? And then the first lady came and got him. That was one scandal that came. We're talking about. I just really want y'all to see the parallel comparison so that y'all can really know what's going on, because we cannot make this up. This cannot be made up. This cannot be made up.
Yes.
This cannot be made up. You know how this is what I would tell y'all. This is okay. You know how y'all know how rappers rap a song and they dry snitch on themselves?
Ooh.
This is what this is. This is what Greenleaf is for the Jakes family. He done already dry snitched on himself. It's already out there, Black Boy. Go get on Netflix. Get your Netflix subscription or download this app called Minds, MINDS. You're going to type in Greenleaf, you're going to hit play, and you're going to watch it. Okay? So then, all these scandals come out. So the bitch was like, oh, he looking in the crowd. He trying to preach. But he can't really preach because something going on in him. You know what I'm saying? Something going on. True. He get the shaking and stuff. What that remind you of? What just happened?
Mm-hmm.
Who was shaking on the pulpit? Oh, okay. He get the shaking and stuff. He get the shaking on the pulpit, and then he fall out. Okay, so Bishop T.D. Jakes is one of the executive producers of Greenleaf. So then he have that in the show. I think it was a heart attack or something. Anywho, so they all like, who's gonna take over the church? Who's gonna preach? Now, Charity wanted to be over the church, and the first lady Miss May wanted to be over the church. And they went head to head and toe to toe. But they forgot about Grace. They underestimated Grace. Did you not hear what Bishop said today when he said they underestimated, they didn't think it was gonna be Sarah but God? That was what his words verbatim. And in the show, And in the show, they underestimated Grace. They underestimated her. Oh, she's not gonna do it. Oh, she's not equipped. She can't do it. She can't run. She can't take over the church. Woo 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 woo. All of it. So while they're underestimating Grace, they start bickering at each other. May and Charity and whoever else was trying to come in and run it. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, whoever else was trying to come in and run it, right? They started bickering. They started bickering. They started fighting. They started drawing blood. Y'all. And all the secrets was coming out. Charity and her gay husband. Oh, and that's another thing. Charity couldn't conceive children for a good 2-3 seasons of the show, okay? And then she got pregnant and had twins.
Like,
I just want to know, are y'all following me? Who can't have children out of the Jakes' kids? Who can't produce kids? Who has let it be known that they can't produce children?
And adopted 2 kids. Well, not necessarily adopted.
Okay. They underestimated Grace. Okay. So while they doing that bickering and all that fighting, you know what the bishop did? Before he gave her the church fully and completely, he brought her in as the interim pastor. As the interim, hey Raquel, as the interim pastor on the show. Because when all the scandals and stuff started coming out, the people started leaving the church. It wasn't nobody there. The congregation started leaving. The numbers started going down. You understand what I'm saying? So let's go back to the Potter's house. When my story came out, a lot of people left. A lot of people left the church.
Yep.
But the more and more stories that came out, the congregation just went down like it. Yep. Okay, so they knew they had to do something quick. Give me an iPhone charger. They knew they had to do something quick and something fast. And what better way than to make the prodigal daughter the overseer of the ministry while the bishop was down? Okay, I'm telling you, Tamika, I ain't lying. I just please don't be fooled. Okay. Miss Houston, I'm just sick of them. Please.
Right, me too. I need to look at it again though.
Fooled, okay. And so boom. Charity takes over. Grace takes over. And you know who is mad and upset and shaking in her bones? Say it with me, y'all.
Charity.
Well, it was Cora, but in the show, her name was Charity. Charity. Charity was mad. So much so she started plotting against the family.
Mm-hmm.
Charity started plotting against the family. Starting to threat Miss May and her daddy and everybody else. She even turned even cold to her husband because he thought he was gay and didn't want to be with him no more. And she tried to beat the gay out of him. She tried to pray the gay out of him, but you couldn't pray the gay out of him. He was gay. He didn't already had it in his booty and everything like that. He was gone, baby. He was gone, you know. But he loved her. Don't get me wrong. He loved her, but he was okay. Too much. Okay, too much. Okay.
Oh wow.
I'm just saying. I'm just telling you. Okay, Ashley. I'm just trying to I'm trying to give y'all some insight of what's been going on and what's happening. Who a congratulations post today? Listen, let me get to the story because people always be saying I be going here and I be going there. So let me stick to it. Okay. So when they gave it to Grace to be the interim pastor while Bishop was getting well or figuring out if he was gonna come back and take over the church, you know, that Charity and that Miss May, they went at it toe to toe. Okay, Miss May wanted to be the pastor of the church so much so that she was willing to undermine her own husband.
Yep.
This is the show Greenleaf that I always tell y'all to go and watch. If y'all want to know anything about these people and y'all don't believe me, go watch the show Greenleaf. I'm telling you, it's right there. And I'm going to keep repeating. I know they probably going to get streams and probably going to make money off it. I don't give a fuck. As long as the truth be told and every lie be cast out. Okay? Child, baby. And then y'all be asking me, Michelle, why you don't take this? I take it serious. I just know. I've been knowing. I've been knowing this. I've been knowing. I've been knowing. I knew this was gonna happen. We said it was gonna happen. I called it out. You know. So then let's get back to the story, okay? It's a whole lot of that. It's a whole lot of that, Erica. And who said that? It's a whole lot of that. It's a whole lot of that, Dion. It's a whole lot of that. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. All right. Cause some of y'all like this. Y'all blind. Y'all Ray Charles. Y'all blind. Y'all blind. I'm gonna need y'all to take them off. I'm gonna need y'all to take these out. I'm gonna need y'all to do. Y'all see it? I'm gonna need y'all to take these out. I'm gonna need y'all to open up your eyes. I'm gonna need y'all to see what's going on so you don't get caught up in the mix. Huh? Okay. So boom, back to the story. So Grace comes and she over the church now. And now people are coming.
Yep.
People are now coming back to the church. People are now coming back to the church, paying tithes to the church, being involved in the church. Then the son, I think the son wanted to be the pastor too. Him and his crazy ass wife. That chick was crazy. He had the son. The son had a crazy wife. And she wanted the son to be the pastor. And they was going to talk. I mean, all the kids was fighting, trying to get this position. And all the kids was fighting, trying to get this position, trying to tear each other down, whatever they could do to take over their daddy's spot. So the son gets so mad, and he knew he ain't gonna get the position. So he go in bed with the church's enemy, the other little pastor, little light skinned little boy. Y'all remember? You following? Okay. And then he decides that he gonna get his own church. He decided he was gonna get his own church. What did Cora do a few years ago, y'all? Do y'all remember? Y'all probably don't remember me telling y'all this. Off the rocker. You heard me? I don't know if y'all remember me telling you this, but when Bishop wouldn't let Cora preach at church even after she got her ministerial license, he would not let her preach at church. He wouldn't let her hold her little Faith in It series conference that she was trying to do. This was in 2015. Her Faith in It series conference that she was trying to do. You know what Cora told me? It was me, Monet, Brandon,
yes, Lorraine.
This girl named Shema, at the time, Rachel and Carl was her guy kids. Which I'm trying to figure out how you in your 20s and got guy kids in their 40s. Let's talk about that. How you in your 20s and got guy kids in your 40s? My question would be to the people in the 40s, how you gonna call somebody 28 and you 40 your goddamn mama? And y'all around that bitch calling her mama. Okay, that's off subject. Let's get back on subject. Let's get back on show. When I say cuckoo in the head, cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. People will literally do anything to be close to their family, and it's sickening. The shit that I have seen, the stuff that I have witnessed, the things that I have heard, it is sickening. Hey, Brandon, no, just be here to tell you. People will do anything, including selling their souls just to be close to the name Jakes.
Wow.
It is sickening. Yes. I think Cora was 28, 29, somewhere around there. And Rachel and Carl ain't married no more. Rachel and Carl Burnside, they ain't married no more. But Corey came to preach at some church in Houston, Pastor Keon Church. This is before y'all
yeah.
know who Keon Henderson was. Okay, she go preach at his church. Rachel made her way to. Okay, it's so good, and I got the hot seat. Girl, let me get to the story. People gonna leave. Okay, so Rachel come to the
Right,
Rachel
like,
come. I think they lived in Houston, or no, they lived in Austin, and they went to the church because Rachel was determined. Rachel was determined to get close to Cora, and she was determined to get close to Cora because Rachel battled with infertility. So Rachel, was real hooked in on being allies with Cora. Okay, so they become friends. I don't know. She just went to Houston and she came back and said she had another goddaughter.
okay, so I'm gonna pause it there. I'm gonna stop it there. So one thing, if you notice, she was talking about the comparison between Greenleaf and what is taking place at the Potter's house. You have not seen it. I want y'all to watch it because I totally agree. A lot of the things she said, I remember that, and it's gonna make me want to watch it again. Like, to be honest. See, Michelle, I was listening in close until you started smacking your lips like that. Right? She started eating on those strawberries, okay? But y'all, this is going to be interesting. Oh my goodness. And this is happening right before our eyes. And we're going to see how all of this turns out. But I just really feel like it was something I think he felt he had to do or was told to do, based off of his response. Um, and yeah, I mean, he told the church, be kind to my family and things like that, So on Greenleaf, one point that she did bring up, when Gracie did get the church and started preaching there, the people who had left, a lot of the people had left when her dad was doing all his dirt, but they started coming back. The church started filling up again. So I'm curious to see how will this change impact even the church attendance. Will the seats get full again? Will people start coming back and so forth? Yeah, so we'll see. Michelle, she knows some inside information because when she was growing up, her and Cora were friends. So she saw some things that took place behind the scenes, up close and personal. And there were conversations that she's had with Cora and, things of that sort. So, yeah. Oh, y'all, that was a lot. That was a lot. But it didn't surprise me and some people said they thought that he had already stepped down. But I think when he did The Woman Thou Art Loose, it was preparing people for what was to come. Thank you, Life, for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for tonight's show. I appreciate that. Thank you so, so much. Hi, Terry. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay, I appreciate the support on tonight. Let's see. What did he say? Open Book and Family, I'm getting in late. Yes, you are late. Look, we're about to head off. Okay. I have thoroughly enjoyed this live on tonight. Oh my goodness. Let me give a special thanks to all of the sponsors on tonight. We had quite a few. Yvonne, thank you for being a sponsor. V, thank you for being a sponsor. Denise, thank you for being a sponsor. And then I'm going to so I don't have to keep saying thank you for being a sponsor. Thank you to all of these people. Cancer 66, My Black is Beautiful. Protect Your Peace. Kathleen, Felicia, Southern Belle, Tell Me Something Good, Robbie, and Life. Thank y'all so much for being sponsors on tonight. That really, really means a lot to me. Y'all just came in, okay? Just sewing, and I just really appreciate it. She said this was good. Good night. Thank you, Life. Good night to you. And thank you, Robbie, so much. Now, Robbie, do you still have your channel or you still go live and do videos and things? Because y'all, Tell Me Something Good is a channel as well. because I might be missing your notifications. I didn't know if you had a certain time that you go live, because we would like to support, as well. But y'all, I have thoroughly enjoyed. I hope you all had a great time tonight. Make sure you hit that like button if you have not. Also, if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you all so, so much. Robbie said, yes, my love, I do. I'm restructuring it away from the soccer. Okay, I know that's right. Okay, let me drop your link as well. Let me go over here. I know the mods probably sleep or somewhere else. Okay. Oh my goodness. I get it. They pop in and pop out. Okay, like this morning, they both popped in. Well, two of them popped in at the same time. I was getting out. Thank you, V. You too. Thank you, Letitia. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm putting Robbie's link in the chat if y'all would like to subscribe to her. You're welcome, Robbie. She has great conversations. So she's going to have a variety of content because she used to cover the truth sector. And so she's restructuring. So let's show her support. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. And I appreciate each and every one of you all. Thank y'all so, so much. I hope everyone has a blessed night, a good night's rest tonight. And I will see y'all tomorrow, Lord willing. Thank you so much. Have a blessed night. Bye-bye.